What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And EA Sports has, dude, people are fuming over this. They have users going crazy because I've been trying to tell you guys for a while since the patch. They took away what was the selling point for Madden 23. So let me give you a quick breakdown before we even go into what I just did, because I'm going to show you guys. I'll pull it up right now and let you guys know. I went through a wild rage live on stream. I rage sold all my players that was zone, went back to man coverage, and then ultimately I went back and got the zone players back. So look, just hear me out really quickly what actually happened, right? When they patched the game, when EA Sports patched the game, they took away the ability for pressure to come in depending on how the O-line was playing, because the O-line were playing like idiots, right? So what they did was that they overdid it, which means that even if you have a bum player that can get edge protector, he's going to stand up anybody. There is no counter to edge protector right now. Right? You can do gimmicky blitzes where you have a loop when you send 3 and stuff like that, but I'm talking about standardized blitzes. There's no organic pressure in the game anymore, unless, like I always tell you guys, you send pressure off the edge with like dollar. You know, you got the two safeties and vertical hooks in the middle, and you got to play for you got to play what the actual opponent's going to do. But realize this, right? The more dangerous your opponent is, the more you're going to be frustrated, because they're going to throw it right at your user, and it's nothing you can do about it. This game is garbage. But I'm going to tell you this, right? I played someone that was going crazy on the zone coverage, so we went to man, and, you know, pretty much we went out, we got Jalen Ramsey, we completed the set, all that good stuff. We got, who was the other idiot we got? We got Palomalu. Okay, we did a lot of different things. I don't know why they didn't show the Palomalu, though. That's pretty weird. I think we rage sold him, but he was like 115K or something. There he is. So we got rid of him, but we had rage sold Cromwell. We rage sold a lot of the other players that was, you know, zone archetypes to go to man coverage, just to kind of see what we were up against, right? But this is what's infuriating, because there's no natural counter to what they're doing once you have an edge protector. It doesn't really matter what you do defensively. That's why people are furious, because even I was sending 6 and 7 and they were blocking 5 with play action, and that was it. Okay? So even without the play action, when they send the running back out, you may get pressure, but if they block it or it's play action and it turns to 6 or whatever and you send 7, that extra guy runs into one of the edge protectors by default. So they pretty much made it so that you can sit in the pocket forever and not worry about anything. All right, so this is what the problem is. Players like Aaron Donald, right? This has been like the meta. Most people are going to have this going on. So understand this whole thing with the abilities, right? Double or nothing and edge threat. The players that get that for the cheapest amount, those are your go-to guys. Why is that? Because edge threat, dominant pass rush moves off the edge, and then dominant pass rush wins at twice the cost, right? So theoretically speaking, right, if you got these two guys and you had like a defensive rally that can help double or nothing, it still would not matter, because the edge protectors, they don't get fatigued. And that's what you guys are not getting. Like, yo, G, why would they do this? They do this because they don't calculate what's really going on. I don't think that the people that patch this game or that make the game understand what goes in depth into the game. They know what they want to try to do, but it's not tested properly, and then it's released, and then this is what happens, right? Because how many times have you seen an old lineman on the outside, on the right tackle or the left tackle position, get tired? Look at your offensive line when you're playing against people with your edge protector. They don't get tired, but your defensive ends and your pass rushers, they get stood up and they get naturally fatigued, which is weird. So edge protector is actually king in the game, and that's something that you're going to have to, you know, actually have on your players, because if you don't have that, you're not going to have time in the pocket, because as soon as you don't have that ability, no matter how good the lineman is, everybody's screaming. So right now, the best case scenario is Aaron Donald, right? Aaron Donald is there, and then we also have Leonard Floyd. All right, so these are like the cheapest versions of getting both of them. So it's going to run you like 7 for just the D line. Now look, this is what I've seen some people do. Just to kind of give you insight into it, people have accepted the fact that they can't get pressure, and they've removed all the abilities off of their D linemen and just put it into the secondary. This is what happens with that, though. When you get somebody that's playing for money, or it's serious, or whatever it is, you know, maybe you're in your Super Bowl and it's a more locked in player, they're going to run the ball against that type of scheme. And once that happens, where you have nothing other than inside stuff is a horrible ability. I don't know why they have it in the game. It sucks. Pretty much what they do is, if you just double team it, even if they have two inside stuffs, if you double team one of them and run power O or stretch or any kind of variation of a stupid run, you're going to get yards regardless. There's nothing they can do about it. So it's pretty much a useless ability. The deep out KO is still king as well, which is why we raid sold Nolan. We had to buy him back as a redux, so that worked out. Still, with everything that's going on with that, you will get those knockouts. Now, this is another thing that a lot of you guys are still not understanding, right? The knockouts and the KOs, those things are extremely important in the game. Because even though the game doesn't make sense and they'll just throw it right at your user and sometimes your guy gets frozen, when you have certain abilities, it will equate to automatic knockouts. Automatic knockouts are sometimes critical to everything that goes on in the game. Because of the fact that you can't get pressure though, you will get beat randomly with corner routes and all kind of stupid routes because they have time to sit there forever and just throw the ball. I don't think I've ever seen a Madden that has been this bad with the lack of organic pressure where you send more than they're blocking. I think what they're doing though, they want more points to be scored. They want it to be more of an offensive type of game because earlier on in the year when this game was first launched, it was all defensive. So now what they've done is they've nerfed the defense so badly, you really have to, you got to really make a decision. What do you want to do? Do you want to play coverage when the ball is thrown right through your face? Or do you want to still try to send pressure regardless? Now, there are other ways to go about this, right? You can run other nickel defenses. You can run a lot of other stuff. I'm just letting you guys know, even if you send 6 every single play, you will not get pressure. All right? As long as they have these edge protectors, it doesn't matter. So pretty much anybody that's doing that, it is what it is. Now, because I've just explained that and you guys see where I'm at with it, this is the conclusion I've come up with, right? You got to have as many deep outs as you possibly can on the team. Right now, we got to use Malik Hooker because we don't have the money to get the other dude that was the Lions dude, Quinn, that gets 1 AP deep out. So we got to currently do that. That is the only thing that may, in certain instances, help you win a game when people are just throwing it in the coverage and not caring. This is the other issue though, right? Once you start playing dudes that understand the cover 3 beaters and the cover 4 beaters, or they're running deuce close, running the RPO read flat, and it starts to get real dumb, none of these abilities really matter, okay? It's going to be all about your user and trying to be in the position of where the ball is being thrown. So everything that's going on with the game right now is absolutely disgusting, but these are the best ways for you to actually enjoy whatever it is that's left since the most recent patch. So I'm going to tell you, double or nothing, edge threat on both outside guys. If you can get a defensive rally for like 0 with that Richard Seymour, that's also good because it'll help boost the double or nothing. But still, overall, I've played people that had that setup and they've had no success of getting in because my edge protectors. But I think it's a staple to have D-line abilities just in case you run into that one dude that thinks is sweet and he doesn't have abilities. And other than that, deep route, the deep zone KOs, those are where it's at. Run the deep zone KO, and that's ultimately what it's all about. You can't really go away from doing that because that's the way the game is designed to be played. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.